Welcome to the first ever Bauer Empower. As the title would suggest, the content that we are creating is geared towards empowering people, help anyone, someone hopefully get through difficult times, challenging times, maybe things aren't going as well as you'd like, and inspire to achieve more than you thought you could, to find the strength to be able to do that. And we're going to hopefully be able to provide some great examples of experiences that we've had, that we've gone through, challenges, successes, failures, because I mean, you learn from all aspects of things, right? Whether it's a failure or a success, you're learning from it, hopefully. And a suggestion was made to start creating vlogs for various things that we've gone through. And I had an aha moment not too long ago, and it was a conversation. And after this conversation, and as time goes on, the more I reflected on it, I thought this would be an absolutely perfect story to share, because hopefully if it could land with even just one person, it makes it all worthwhile to put this out there. In that conversation I was having, there was an ongoing dialogue that was happening about things in my life that were going really well, things that were not going so well, and for the things that I was succeeding at, whether it be health and fitness or staying active and busy, why is it working? What am I doing? And then for other sides, the other side of the coin, what's not working? What's holding me back in other areas of my life? And through that dialogue, well, it was actually a conversation I was having in my head by myself, with myself. At least that's one way I can win an argument. But I discovered that there was a common theme in my life. And even though I'd heard this before, and I've read this in other materials, I've listened to it in books or audiobooks, or read it in books, the problem that I was facing that was holding me back, and virtually anything that I was trying to achieve that I wasn't, was me. And I was getting in my own way. And as I reflected on it and thought back, because I mean, this is one of those light bulb moments that goes up in your head and you're like, why didn't I see this sooner? Like a word, if you're playing an unscramble game and you've been staring at it for half an hour and you can't see it, it's there, and eventually you find it, right? And you're like, how did I not see it? Well, same thing here. I could see a pattern, a thread in my life, that through every venture that I went down that I didn't succeed at, I remember that I had a little voice in the back of my head whispering in my ear telling me that I didn't deserve to achieve what I was out for, that I was a fraud, that I wasn't worthy of the success that I was after. And yeah, and I realized at that moment not too long ago that it was actually myself that was getting in my way. And once you know what the problem is, it doesn't matter what the problem is in life, in what scenario, once you know what the problem is, you're able to fix it, whether it's a mechanical problem in a vehicle or why can't something fit through a door. Once you figure that out, you can fix it. So that's what I was able to do, and hopefully in some way for someone out there, I'm able to inspire you to push through. I turned 44 this year, so to give you some perspective as to how long it took me to learn that seemingly obvious lesson, that's how long it took. So for some, you're going to figure this out sooner than later, not just this lesson, but others. Hopefully this will give you strength that eventually at some point you'll be able to pull through from it. I've been through a lot of things in life, and I never quite knew what my reason for being around was. And I feel truly that at the heart of what this content is about, and empowering and helping people and helping others achieve what they need to achieve, I feel that is at the root of what I believe, and why I'm here. I went through about 8.5 years ago, I went through a car accident that I should not have survived. I have no idea how I survived. It was brutal. Laid me up for a year. It was around that time, if you figure 8.5 years ago, 2011, Avengers were kind of swinging in there, and my boys at the time were quite a bit younger, big Avengers fans, and they said I should have been an Avenger. And it was a touching moment, and I pushed through some very challenging times. I lost my business, I lost a franchise, lost a lot of money, lost huge amount of self-respect. Battled depression as a result. I was physically incapacitated for a year. I couldn't really do a whole heck of a lot. It was a challenge. I still deal to this day with some of those issues. But I pushed through, wanted to show my kids and anyone else out there that you can get through anything, and that just don't give up. That's the key and the trick to, not even a trick, that's the key to success. I mean, what do you tell your kids when they're learning to ride a bike? Just get back up. You'll eventually figure it out. So I kept pushing along, kept going, and hopefully I can share some of my experiences with you. And through the accident, being incapacitated, not being able to do a whole heck of a lot, I've obviously had to battle health and well-being, fitness. I put on a lot of weight. I embraced the ketogenic lifestyle about 1.5 years ago. Had some successes there, trying to stay active. My son came to me end of January, early February. He had some goals and objectives that he wanted to achieve with just getting fit, self-image, feeling better about himself. He's 17. Working together, he's been able to lose 40 pounds. So there's some success stories there that I'd love to share, because man, it's a different kid that I see walking around the house these days as a result. So there's a lot I look forward to sharing, assuming or hoping that somebody other than my mom and closest friends and family actually watch. If that's the case and somebody else is out there that has any questions, please leave a comment. Boy, I've watched that on videos so many times, I never thought I'd actually be saying it, but please leave a comment. Any questions? Always looking to improve, but appreciate you taking the time to watch, and I'll hopefully look forward to chatting with you again. Thank you.